So I talked yesterday about some huge moves from both Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, and it doesn't stop there. BlackRock, and in particular the CEO Larry Fink, he is going to be one of the most influential people this year when it comes to cryptocurrency, because he has just come out and done a complete 180 with cryptocurrency and his view on it. This is massive, and we need to get into exactly what Larry is saying. So here we go. BlackRock CEO crypto about face. The actions by the head of a $10 trillion asset management firm say that crypto is ready for mainstream investment. That's why Larry Fink is one of CoinDesk's most influential 2022. Now, what does that mean? Well, who is BlackRock? Well, BlackRock is a gigantic under management hedge fund with a number of different assets. They pretty much have their finger in every single pie when it comes to both finances and trading. Now, Larry Fink, the CEO, the world's largest asset manager, changed his stance on cryptocurrency, sending strong trust signals to the market. And we saw that a little rally coming. But as we see this massive injection of huge corporate money coming in, then it can only be a positive thing. It says back in 2017, Fink said Bitcoin was an index of money laundering. But in the summer of 22, BlackRock, $10 trillion. It's an insane number of money. You know, it's the total cryptocurrency ecosystem isn't even 10%. They could buy the whole thing with just 10% of their entire under management funds. But it says this summer 2020, BlackRock, a $10 trillion under management, made 2 forays into Bitcoin, further cementing the asset's establishment as a mainstream investment. Now, that's a big thing. And if you remember, the asset manager Aladdin investment platform did partner up with Coinbase to allow its users to use TradeFi to get that Bitcoin assets. Now, importantly, they use their spot Bitcoin private trust in order to make sure the clients can get the best rates they have there and ultimately can get hold of as much as they want. But it's a massive step in a global adoption of cryptocurrency. I think it's an absolutely huge part. And it says the CEO reveals an $8 trillion fund, huge crypto prediction after Bitcoin and Ethereum price crash. We knew this was coming. The big money wants your cash off you. It says Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other major exchanges, other major cryptocurrencies have suffered an almighty crash this year, which we knew. Bitcoin price crashed 70% down to $17,000. It actually went a bit lower than that. But it says the CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with around $8 trillion in under management, has signed a major deal with Coinbase this year, predicted the crypto blockchain technology will usher in the next generation of markets. Remember, don't do what they say, do what they do. That's the important bit to remember. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, why is all this relevant? How does this affect me? And why is this good for cryptocurrency? Well, think about this. The total global market cryptocurrency currently about $815 billion. We have been as high as $2.5 trillion when we were in the top of the bull market. And those times will become again, but it's the things that come with massive hedge funds and massive advancements and investments that actually start to both regulate and support and stabilize cryptocurrency. So USDC, now a lot of people flooded USDC, said it was going to collapse. Stable coins obviously being probably one of the first things that we will see regulated, but USDC will allow access through the RRP via BlackRock's partnership. This is actually a pretty big deal. And when we talk about what exactly this is, you will see exactly what I mean. So it says USDC stablecoin could get indirect access to the Federal Reserve's risk-free liability as its partner BlackRock is set to apply for the Fed's Reserve Repo program. You need to understand how big that is. Imagine USDC suddenly becomes a backed asset by the Federal Reserve. Well, all of a sudden, USDC could become the absolute epitome of a stablecoin backed by the Federal Reserve. It's absolutely crazy to think about. It goes on to the RRP access will give Circle indirect access to a risk-free central bank liability. This makes USDC an intriguing non-bank hybrid between an insured deposit and a CBDC. Now, that is pretty interesting news. This has gone into Aladdin. Circle was open to being a Federal Reserve surprise entity if that will fast track its journey to becoming a full reserved digital bank. Now we need to again understand exactly how big this is ultimately for cryptocurrency. The Circle Reserve Fund is managed by Blackrock, which qualifies Circle as an indirect investor in the government money market fund. The reserve will comprise of 20% cash held by the Bank of New York Mellon and 90% short-term US Treasuries. Again, remember those US Treasuries are backed by the Federal Reserve. So absolutely huge news both for cryptocurrency. Blackrock though getting involved heavily into cryptocurrency along with Goldman Sachs and, like we said, JP Morgan. Does this signal the bottom was in and we are about to see an explosive market? Only time will tell. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of that? USDC becoming backed and supported by the Federal Reserve. Absolutely insane. BlackRock making a big move. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything going on in the crazy world that we call cryptocurrency. And I'll see you guys in the next one.